and we are here to tell you why you do not want to come to Las Vegas right now.
That is not an exit. You need to go back in there. You cannot be on the street. You cannot walk down the street. So please go back.
Over the last few months, there have been several videos posted, including from us, about the construction that came to Las Vegas with F1 and the headaches it caused, and whether or not it was worth it to have F1 in Las Vegas. Well, we think that today's video is going to be very important for you because there is some critical information in here that might affect your Las Vegas trip, including some very time-sensitive information that you do not want to miss. The grandstands have been removed from on top of the Bellagio fountains. The lanes of traffic are now reopened. There are trees that have been planted. The sidewalk is now open, which means that the street performers are all back. But more importantly, it means that you can actually go on the sidewalk and walk up and watch the Bellagio fountains from right in front of Bellagio. It's that iconic view. We went and saw it last night, and it just felt good to have this feel back to normal. However, we have breaking news, an update within the update. So everything looks great right now. F1 is in the past. However, on January 3rd, that is going to change again. The Super Bowl is going to be held in Las Vegas this year, and CBS is going to be broadcasting from right behind us. They're going to be setting up a broadcast platform, and that means more construction. So you'll have a couple of lanes on Las Vegas Boulevard that will be closed down, as well as a lane on Flamingo Road. Obviously, there'll be construction because they have to build that platform. However, the platform won't be nearly as obtrusive as those grandstands were. You should be able to see the fountains just fine, and the sidewalk will remain open up until the Super Bowl. There will be 4 days after the Super Bowl, as they're deconstructing and loading out, that the sidewalk will be closed. However, up until then, you should be fine coming up and seeing the fountain show. Those of you who watched a previous video, we showed this sign here at Bellagio because they were redirecting traffic over a bridge, but it wasn't quite a bridge, it was a birdage, and they never changed the actual signage. So it's still a birdage. For the last several years, these fountains in front of Caesar's Palace haven't been operational. The water was all drained out of them, and right before F1, they turned the fountains back on, added the water in, and they've been on ever since. So that's one good thing that came out of F1. Here at Mirage, the grandstands are gone, the fencing that was put up is out, and it feels somewhat back to normal. As a matter of fact, we got to catch a volcano show last night. A lot of people thought that the volcano show was done after the F1 races, and we're glad that they brought it back. However, just like the Bellagio, we have an update within the update. So starting after January 1st, they are going to be stopping the volcano show, and this time for good. So they're going to be starting construction on the Super Bowl experience here. It's going to be a snow-capped mountain on top of the volcano. It's going to be a ride experience that they're going to have for the Super Bowl. And it's not going to return to the volcano once it's done because Hard Rock is going to start construction on the guitar-shaped hotel. So by volcano after January 1st. For the F1 races, they had put up this white film on the windows on the pedestrian bridges to prevent people from watching the race from these bridges. They also had these metal barriers and this mesh that was over the top. Now that is all gone. Now you walk over the pedestrian bridge, you have a great view of the strip, take your pictures, do what you gotta do. However, we have yet another update within an update. For Super Bowl, they're actually going to be putting film on the windows here on the pedestrian bridges with advertising. So that is going to partially block your view. I gotta give a lot of credit to Venetian. For F1, they were the last to start setting up and they were first to get everything down. Now, granted, they didn't have quite the extensive setup that Mirage or Bellagio had, but still, I think that they worked very efficiently. Hopefully you found this video useful and it helped you to decide whether or not you should be planning a trip to Las Vegas anytime soon. You should also have learned from this video that in Las Vegas, there's always something going on. When one project ends, the next one begins. Next up is Super Bowl. So speaking of the F1 races, we happen to go to the race, and if you'd like to check that out, go ahead and click here to watch our experience. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
I'm so happy to see this somewhat back to normal.
Oh my God, it feels good, right? I guess it's the one, you know, F1 kind of took it away, but it's like nice having it back. Like you feel like you really missed what you had here.